That's actually pretty fire, dude. That's actually pretty fire, dude. God damn.
Outline for Bitcoin that you see, and then your target for and
Yeah.
what do you think is most likely in terms of the way it gets there, right? Are we going to see these omega candles where Bitcoin goes from 100 to 125 overnight?
Yes.
Crypto expert Matt Hogan and CIO of $12 billion assets under management firm Bitwise is now on record on why the Bitcoin price has been trading just above $100,000 per coin for months. And what will finally break us through.
The actual answer on Bitcoin is the price of Bitcoin is set by supply and demand.
Also, how to calculate the Bitcoin price to determine where price may be by end of year. Watch today's whole video, as I'll also share with you the latest altcoin news, because you subscribe to Altcoin Daily for an edge investing in crypto with one video per day, keeping you informed. And again, why is Bitcoin price not moving? Or, I mean, it's moving, but it's been around $100,000 per coin for months. Everybody says it's going much higher, but when and how big?
Right, are we going to see these Omega candles where Bitcoin goes from 100 to 125 overnight?
Yes.
Or what?
2, 1.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I think they're air gaps because I do think the selling is behaviorally driven. I think that's the only rational explanation for why it's essentially traded sideways and then ripped and traded sideways, 72K and 100K. So I think it's behaviorally driven. What that means to me is once it releases its tether, which is an unfortunate word in crypto, once it releases its connection to 100K and it gets above that gravity, I do think it probably rips up to like 120,000. So I think it's going to be a punctuated equilibrium of fast moves and sideways movement as it sort of burns through the behavioral reserve.
And we know the exact supply of new Bitcoin coming into existence this year. It is exactly this number.
The Bitcoin network will produce about 164,000 Bitcoin this year. That's all of the supply. That's all it will produce. It doesn't matter if we want more. It's a math-based system. We're going to produce 164,000 Bitcoin.
So really, because anything, the price of anything is based on supply and demand, and Bitcoin is the only commodity on Earth that the supply is mathematically set to determine in which direction is Bitcoin's next move, as well as how high. If the move is upward, how high can Bitcoin go? It really just comes down to demand, and if more coins than this will be bought.
So far, on a year-to-date basis, through March 6th, this is what's happened. There's been 57,000 new Bitcoin produced. ETFs have bought all of it, and then corporations have bought another 3x. And I think governments have bought about 40,000 Bitcoin as well. So what does that mean for price? Price rules everything is exactly right, and we heard that in the last presentation. Here's a chart of Bitcoin's price since the ETF launched in January 2024, and I think it tells you everything you need to know about what's happening in this market. I just made the case that there is a structural mismatch between the demand and supply. New sources of demand are buying more than 100% of the supply. And what that means is existing people who already own Bitcoin have to sell it. And they're only willing to sell it at certain prices. So what have we seen? As soon as the ETF launched, the price ran up from 45K to 72K. And then it traded sideways for about 6 months. Why did it stop at 72K? Because 72K was the previous all-time high. And people are people, and there were people who were willing to sell at the previous all-time high. So remember, people have to sell because there's incessant demand from ETFs, corporations, and governments. So it hovered around 72K while people were willing to sell at that all-time high. And then it broke. And look what happened when it broke above 72K. It ran straight to 100. Why did it run to 100 and then stop there? Why is it $103,000 today? Because people are people, and $100,000 is a nice round number, and there are people who are willing to sell at $100,000. When we look underneath the surface and we look at the source of that selling, there are two sources. One is retail investors who have been willing to sell at $100,000 because it's a nice round number, and the second is a few estates. Mt. Gox and FTX, which released about 100,000 Bitcoin, and that now no longer exists. My thesis, and I could be wrong, is that as long as we have this incessant demand from ETF companies and governments that are buying more than 100% of the supply, we will eventually exhaust the people who are willing to sell at $100,000. And when we do, I would ask you where it stops. I don't know where it stops. Our prediction at Bitwise is it ends the year at 200,000. That could be wrong, but 200,000 is the next nice round number. And I do think Bitcoin really is as simple as this.
And big news for Bitcoin. Bitcoin DeFi project Elastos debuts BTC-backed stablecoin BTCD. So obviously with this new regulation from the United States, stable coins are and will continue to be massive. Elastos is debuting the world's first Bitcoin-backed stablecoin. By the way, they're a long-term partner of the channel. I actually did an interview with their founder about 5 months ago. how Elastos is building the new internet on Bitcoin, link down below. But with this stablecoin backed by Bitcoin, the news today is this. BTCD is backed by Bitcoin. Some may say that's counterintuitive since Bitcoin is so volatile. Yet Elastos deals with this through over-collateralization of 160 to 200% of BTCD's value in Bitcoin. So it is over-collateralized for safety, and in a direct quote from Elastos on how it works, oracles feed the BTC USD rate each block. And if the cover falls to 110%, arbitrage may repay the debt, grab the BTC at a small discount, and erase the risk. Or on the other side, when BTCD trades above $1, holders burn it to reclaim BTC, supply falls and the price slides. If it dips below $1, users mint it with fresh BTC and sell, supply rises, price lifts. This is all, of course, done through smart contracts, autonomously. And the reason why this is so cool to me is because this is the world's first stablecoin backed by Bitcoin. For more information, for the details, for how this is how
Thank you. We fell short, but I'm gonna keep going.
Final score, 1-2-0.
Thank you.
I'm here in Marissa Tomei's kitchen.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
On that podcast, right? And the reason the dates here matter is because this is where false information was going around. At no point had James ever, in any vetting or in speaking with Jason, recording with Jason, anything, or people who were speaking on behalf of Jason saying you should include him, at no point had anyone ever mentioned anything about killing a fucking alien.
And so, you know, we're at this precipice where it's being taken seriously, and we need to get to the facts. We need to sort of stay on this trajectory that stays scientific and fact-based, because if we go completely off the deep end, or into the deep end of this conspiracy space, we lose sight of logic, and we don't know the difference between charlatan and somebody who's actually representing the truth properly and trying to put us on the right track. And like I said, make America dumb again or make America great again. It's like, choose your path.
Do you think we've already jumped into that deep end now?
Totally.
Yeah.
And there's people that are so invested with their belief system within the UFO community that they will not. And I mean, Jay Widener discusses this in different lines, and I've even had people reach out to me post publishing the documentary and been like, "Why did you even platform Jay Widener?" And I'm like, "Because he told the truth. He told his experience of being a head of production, producing these TV shows for Gaia Entertainment." And that is a really interesting perspective. People are tuning into that show thinking this is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, right?
Hey guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's a YouTube show. Thank you.
But they're losing sight. They're being entertained on ideas that theories or just, you know, possibly even science fiction. That's
Literal science fiction.
Yeah,
It's called what it is.
Yeah, and so that's concerning because the Galactic Federation. Where have we heard that before?
Every time I say that out loud, I feel like I lose myself.
It hurts. Yeah, some people. Other people get that woo, and they're like, so they get like a serotonin rush. They're like, yeah, Galactic Federation, Jean-Luc Picard, the fucking Vulcans, and you know what I mean? Like it's straight up. That's out of Star Trek. You know, that's what the humans end up becoming. They become part of the Galactic Federation. I don't know. The Vulcans are part of it, and eventually the Klingons join, but at one point they're adversaries before that, and you know, there's all kinds of. I'm trying to think if there's reptilians in there. No, the reptilians are bad, right? Like the reptilians are the Cardassians, basically these like gray-skinned, like badass alien humanoid looking dudes. But okay. And you got the Romulans. Don't leave out the Romulans. So all of these things existed in science fiction before they even worked their way into UFO-tainment. Like the reptilians being bad was launched in the 1960s. Captain Kirk has a physical fight with a reptilian named Zorn.
Yeah, whenever the word reptilian comes out of someone's mouth, they instantly start to lose me. It's like...
It's so funny to see what's going on right now.
Alright, let's get this show, bro. Need this shit gone.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Rain down on the U.S. base. With terrifying precision, a new generation of maneuverable warheads slips past American Patriot interceptors. In just 20 minutes, the devastation is staggering. Over $500 million worth of F-35s and advanced U.S. combat jets are reduced to smoking wreckage. And if you think the scenario is purely fictional, then you don't know how close to full-blown war we currently are. For 2 months, the U.S. has been strengthening its forces in the Middle East. At Diego Garcia, deep in the Indian Ocean, sit 6 B-2 Spirit bombers, America's most cutting-edge operational aircraft, and the only one slated to carry the GBU-57 bomb. These aircraft, and the 2 GBU-57s that each one carries, are a critical threat to Iran because of their ability to evade air defenses and destroy deeply buried underground military structures. But the U.S. also has sent dozens of F-35s and other combat aircraft, including F-15s, F-16s, and A-10s to the region. This is not a part of our fictional scenario. This is currently underway and preparing the way for a major strike against Iran. But Iran won't take it sitting down, And as advanced as America's air power is, it's completely helpless on the ground. Setting the stage to the conflict is simmering tensions between Iran and the United States. One of the first acts of the new American administration was to put maximum pressure on Iran. The president is seeking a new deal with Iran to ensure that it doesn't become a nuclear power. The only problem is, Iran refuses to negotiate with the White House, and from their point of view, why should they? America has proven that its word is worthless. It previously signed a deal with Iran to loosen sanctions in exchange for giving up its nuclear ambitions. Then, a few years later, despite being in full compliance, the deal was torn up. In the following years, new deals were proposed, and with the new administration in the White House, progress has stalled completely. America's subsequent attacks on allies and threats to invade their territory has only made the United States an increasingly unreliable negotiator. So, Iran has demanded third-party talks over its nuclear program. The reason for this is that if it can get a third party, like Qatar or the UAE, to mediate talks, well, then they'll become politically invested. Another betrayal by America will have political ramifications for the third nation as well. It's a strategic move to ensure the U.S. keeps its promises, especially now that its reputation on the global stage has taken a hit. For Washington, though, this seems like an insult, and so talks are currently being refused. Instead, the U.S. president has ordered a massive military buildup in anticipation of military action against Iran. In response, all of America's Middle Eastern allies and partners, save for Israel, have shut down their airspace to U.S. combat aircraft, limiting the routes by which U.S. warplanes could approach Iran. This dramatically increases the threat to American aviators, even those flying B-2 stealth bombers. It makes their approaches very predictable, allowing Iran to concentrate their air defenses in specific areas. So, how would any potential conflicts play out? Internal politics within Tehran are at a boiling point. The regime is increasingly unpopular and slowly losing grip on the population. The people of Iran are starting to embrace increasingly liberal values over the strict conservative religious order imposed on them. Headscarf mandates are being challenged by both men and women, and clashes with the secret morality police are frequent occurrences on social media, inflaming tensions. The American military buildup comes hot on the heels of Iran's embarrassing failure to strike at Israel in one of the largest missile attacks in history. The October 2024 attack saw over 200 missiles launched at Israel in 2 waves, but the only direct casualty was a Palestinian civilian who was crushed by the debris from an Iranian missile. The attack wasn't just a major success for Israel and its allies, but a massive embarrassment for Iran. This was after a previous failure in April 2024, when it launched the world's largest drone attack and achieved similar results. The Israeli dismantling of Hezbollah and the near total annihilation of Hamas has sent shockwaves across the region. And with Iranian proxy forces being pushed out of Syria as well, the cumulative effect has been humiliating for Iran's hardline leadership. Now the American military buildup, meant to intimidate Iran, is seen as the last straw. Pressure mounts from senior figures within the Tehran regime to act or face a political crisis. The supreme leader reluctantly gives his approval for a surprise attack on U.S. forces. This is meant to bloody America's nose and hopefully deter them from seeking further escalation. Have you ever wanted to build your own website but felt overwhelmed by the cost, complexity, or time commitment? Well, you can forget those worries because today's sponsor, Odoo, has made website creation effortless, fast, and accessible for everyone. With Odoo's website builder, you can craft a sleek, professional website in just a few clicks. No coding needed. Whether you're an entrepreneur, freelancer, or working on a passion project, having a website is a game changer for sharing your vision and building credibility. Odoo's intuitive drag-and-drop system makes designing your site feel like second nature. And with their AI-powered tools, you can instantly refine your text, generate fresh content, and optimize your messaging. Need a more compelling call to action? Done. Want your site to stand out with polished copy? Odoo has you covered. The best part, your first app with Odoo is completely free, forever. That includes unlimited hosting, customer support, and even a custom domain for your first year. No hidden costs, no surprises. So don't wait. Click the link in the description to try Odoo's free website builder today and bring your ideas to life. Building the website you've always imagined has never been easier. 2:45 a.m.
Yeah,
May
ulted
12,
me.
2025. The scheduled attack order is broadcast to mobile launchers and the Fars province, along with above-ground and underground missile bases, and Khuzestan. Heavy GPS spoofing acts as an electromagnetic shield around the bases, just in case the U.S. had caught wind of the attack and was launching a preemptive attack. But no such American attack is incoming. The attack order has remained secret, and Iran's missile forces have been on the highest alert already for months. The target is Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, America's largest Middle Eastern facility. It is the key hub for U.S. Central Command, whose area of operations extends across all of Iran. The goal is to destroy the base's runways and adjoining runway infrastructure directly supporting air operations. The base's hardened aircraft shelters, currently housing F-22 Raptors, B-1 Lancers, and F-35s, are a secondary target. The air traffic control tower is also slated for destruction, but the high priority target is the U.S. CENTCOM command post, buried deep under the base. The strike package consists of 20 Zulfikar ballistic missiles, 20 Desfo ballistic missiles, 10 Sajil ballistic missiles, 15 Fateh Mobin missiles, and 20 Sahed 136 loitering munitions. Defending Al Udeid is a THAAD battery and 3 Patriot batteries, augmented recently with reinforcements from the continental United States. The base also sports several CRAM systems of maneuverable warheads, slips. Iranian missiles rain down on the U.S. base. With terrifying precision, a new generation of maneuverable warheads slips past American Patriot interceptors. In just 20 minutes, the devastation is staggering. Over $500 million worth of F-35s and advanced U.S. combat jets are reduced to smoking wreckage. And if you think this scenario is purely fictional, then you don't know how close to full-blown war we currently are. For 2 months, the U.S. has been strengthening its forces in the Middle East. At Diego Garcia, deep in the Indian Ocean, sit 6 B-2 Spirit bombers, America's most cutting-edge operational aircraft, and the only one slated to carry the GBU-57 bomb. These aircraft, and the 2 GBU-57s that each one carries, are a critical threat to Iran because of their ability to evade air defenses and destroy deeply buried underground military structures. But the U.S. also has sent dozens of F-35s and other combat aircraft, including F-15s, F-16s, and A-10s to the region. This is not a part of our fictional scenario. This is currently underway and preparing the way for a major strike against Iran. But Iran won't take it sitting down. And as advanced as America's air power is, it's completely helpless on the ground. Setting the stage to the conflict is simmering tensions between Iran and the United States. One of the first acts of the new American administration was to put maximum pressure on Iran. The president is seeking a new deal with Iran to ensure that it doesn't become a nuclear power. The only problem is, Iran refuses to negotiate with the White House, and from their point of view, why should they? America has proven that its word is worthless. It previously signed a deal with Iran to loosen sanctions in exchange for giving up its nuclear ambitions. Then, a few years later, despite being in full compliance, the deal was torn up. In the following years, new deals were proposed, and with the new administration in the White House, progress has stalled completely. America's subsequent attacks on allies and threats to invade their territory has only made the United States an increasingly unreliable negotiator. So, Iran has demanded third-party talks over its nuclear program. The reason for this is that if it can get a third party, like Qatar or the UAE, to mediate talks, well then they'll become link in the description to try Udeid's largest Middle Eastern facility. It is the key hub for U.S. Central Command, whose area of operations extends across all of Iran. The goal is to destroy the base's runways and adjoining runway infrastructure directly supporting air operations. The base's hardened aircraft shelters, currently housing F-22 Raptors, B-1 Lancers, and F-35s, are a secondary target. The air traffic control tower is also slated for destruction, but the high priority target is the U.S. CENTCOM command post, buried deep under the base.
Fucking Hulk. My only hope is that he's just not good with Hulk. Punisher can kind of shred him. Ooh, that's scary. Fuck. This Hawkeye's fucking me up, dude. That's disappointing. No one on my team got a kill. Come on. Oh. Oh, he threw his... Oh, come on, bruh. Oh. Get in the... Oh, this is a lost cause now. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, pussy. Oh my god, no way. Oh, this lucky little bitch, dude. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm just stuck. All right, man. We got lock in here.
Down to 30 seconds.
Uh,
Current score is 0-2.
just gave him that word.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
They can't fuck with me. Now we just gotta push it, and that's a tough push, honestly. They were the other team. They put up some numbers. Like, it's actually a very competitive match.
Round 2, go!
Oh, and a fantastic.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Bruh, you're not him.
I would be curious to see the data you've gathered on the time stream entanglement.
Access denied. My drives are strictly off limits to organic beings.
We are on the same team here, aren't we? My data could save millions of lives.
If I cared about saving,
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
you must repair.
You're welcome. with the amazing Spider-Man!
Get that baby moving again!
Your powers are mine! Us against...
This is a terrible spot to be. Oh, staggered. At least get rid of these walls. Two range, little bitch. Two range, bitch.
Us against the world!
Final score, 3.
Let's go, baby. Start the day off right. Least deaths on the team. I'll take it. A rank up game? What did I get? 28? I could potentially rank up here. What's my highest? Diamond 2?
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
I am beyond my pinnacle creator. I am beyond everything.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I do the right thing unless the wrong thing is more fun.
Fools! Do you truly believe you can stop my
30
grand
seconds
scheme?
before you attack. Get ready.
Your blades, are they psychic like mine?
No, my daggers are formed from
You
pure
cannot
life force
save
energy.
Yggdrasil,
They
nor
purify
can you
water
save
with time.
yourselves.
Why do you swing against some of the demons in my homeland?
Let's hope they're just as useful here.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Alright, if anyone needs me, I'll be in my iceberg. That was a joke. I can joke too.
I'll patch you up. My good deed for the day. Someone scratch my back. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. You're ready for action. This is real firepower!
Awesome.
Just what the doctor ordered. Never liked rope.
There are always more of my favorite kind.
Co-op time. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Go, my children.
This should protect me.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I'll be ship-shape in no time.
Does this make me an agent or shield? Is rising. Embrace perfection.
Feeling stronger already.
You may still be useful after all, Captain.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Wolves have found us. Enemy tag. All of them. It's spider time!
This should protect me.
Us against the world.
Let's get that vehicle moving again.
I'll be ship-shape in no time. This is real firepower!
the world.
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond
The right heroes could make all the difference.
No. It's right before a rank up game.
Ultron begins.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
What could you and I possibly have in common, Magneto? We both know we fight to protect our nations, do we not?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
So long, turret. This is my offensive selection. You know me now, remember that. Make yourself useful. Better make this his own cosmic.
Us against the world.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Better stop that vehicle.
God damn, really?
Final score, 2-0.
Wow. Need that. Need that.
Another epic victory. Win.
Let's go. No. It's beautiful. Look at his history, though. All my losses. Why is there a plat in here, dude?
Which hero do you
What
think you
the
wanna be today?
fuck?
I am beyond my
Get out of here.
I am beyond everyone.
DC's.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Silicon has just begun.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Curious. Your metal shell does not bend to my whim. My alloys are non-magnetic, a strategic design choice. A step above a sentinel, that is for certain. Evolution does not apply only to organic life.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Protection is different battlefield. Assimilate this area. Neutralize the turret. What vile creatures Devil has summoned? Enemy detected. Assimilate this area. zone offers strategic advantage. This is my unnatural.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
I am beyond my beautiful creator. I am beyond everyone.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Silicon.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
If you step out of line, Mr. Barnes, I will not hesitate to rip that metallic limb from your body.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Some uninvited guests. They say that music brings the world together. But right now, I think we need superheroes.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
That one hurts. You're on our team now, Zero. Figured out more than you know. Especially to my full selection.
before fast!
Co-op time! Disappear!
Behold the god of thunder!
Only 60 seconds left.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Us against the world! Down to 30 seconds.
Tremble before fast!
Final 10 seconds. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. You're halfway there. Keep going.
Behold the god of thunder!
Disappear! The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on. The right heroes could make all the difference.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond everyone.
Round 2, go! They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Allow no further progress.
Greed saves the world countless times each week. Almost as often as you fail to conquer it. Not yet, but keep talking, and that could change.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Allow no further progress.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Feeling fantastic.
How refreshing.
already know I'm about to lose this one.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Round one, go!
The age of Ultron begins.
Asgard has been invaded yet again. But as always,
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You rule the dead.
And all who will be dead.
Then thank me later for the gift of more servants. Embrace perfection. Forward momentum required. This vehicle must continue its trajectory.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Afterlife is to rule everyone. Eventually.
Natural selection. This day we prove ourselves worthy.
Keep moving it forward. Break
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
We push all the way to Yggdrasil.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
The moon haunts you.
This is real firepower!
Life form can damage Ultron. That was illogical. Recalculating. I am Groot!
Oh, this is tough,
When the chips are down, you want your heroes a little room.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I'll patch you up. Someone scratch my back. Relay to I'll patch you up. This is real firepower!
The moon haunts you.
Pulse charge, fire!
Good medicine.
Feeling fantastic.
You're welcome. This is real firepower!
All the way to Yggdrasil.
I'm flying help for the flag.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Only 60 seconds left.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Hogs symbolize life. Therefore, I destroy
Jesus.
This is real firepower!
I am Groot! The moon haunts you.
Get that vehicle moving again. The final 10 seconds.
Pulse
The current score is 1, 2, 0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond everyone. The machines will rise. No further progress.
We're becoming a
copper wire is all I need to strangle you, Stark. Should I choose to do so?
Oh, yeah, right. Remind me whose side you're on.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Don't bother trying to make me. Show them what matters to you. That's better.
God damn it, Moon Knight.
Double KO! They hit checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Embrace perfection. Call all forward motion.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Us against the world.
Told you.
Score 1, 2, 2.
I was gonna lose that game.